Hi guys, hello boys and girls, and welcome back to Robbie's English Harmony video blog. Today I'm going to discuss human psychology a little bit. And in case you're wondering what makes me an expert on human psychology, well, let me tell you this. I've been dealing with a lot of different people over the years. My blog visitors, my clients, my customers, commentators on my blog. So basically, I have a pretty good idea on how people think. Not to mention the fact that I've been holding various positions in a lot of different jobs over the years here in this country, which is Ireland, in case you didn't know that, right? So over the years I've observed certain patterns in human behavior, and if that doesn't make me an expert, at least that makes me a person who knows a thing or two about human psychology. And then after watching this video, you can actually publish your comments in the comment section below and let me know whether you think what I'm talking about now is complete rubbish or maybe there is some sense in it, right? So here's a funny thing. I think that for the most part people know what they want, right? Well, obviously there are certain people who just don't know what they want in life, and then they just spend their days getting high, drinking, smoking, whatever, smoking weed, grass, whatever you may want to call it. Yeah, basically they don't know what they want in life, and then for the most part they end up broke and poor and unhappy or whatever. We're not looking at those category of people. We are looking at people who know what they want. There are certain things, only a few things, basic things that people want in life. Money, it's wealth and a better job or whatever, but it all boils down to money, because whatever you're aiming for, it avails you of more money. You want a better job. You want a better job because you want some more money. Obviously, there's a whole lot more involved there, such as fulfillment and the need to self-realize, basically self-realization and all those related concepts, but it all boils down to more money. And then it's about your physical appearance. Typically, ladies want to slim down, and then guys want to bulk up, be a bit bigger, more masculine, a bit more muscular, right? So that's the second need, physical appearance. And the third need is love, to have good relationship with someone you love, whether you're a straight person, in which case you would want to be with a person from the opposite gender, and in case you're gay, you want to be someone from your own gender, but it doesn't matter. I'm an open-minded person. All these things really don't concern me, right? Anyway, so basically it's money, physical appearance, and happy relationship. So that's what people want. And then whatever specifics they want to achieve, depending on what their main goal is, they also clearly know what they want, basically. They want to look better. And guys typically want a six-pack. Six-pack abs. That's a dream of millions of guys out there, right? So they clearly know what they want. I want a six-pack abs in plural, right? Not just one section of the ab, right? So it's six-pack abs I want. Or I want bulging biceps. That's what I want. Or chiseled chest. Normally people are focused on one specific thing. They know what they want. In terms of money, they also know what they want. I want money. I want $100,000. I want $1 million. I want this much money. And in order to achieve that, I want to start an online business. It's similar to what I'm doing, right? My English Harmony blog is my online business at the same time, right? So people normally clearly know what they want. I want to start an online business to make money online. So these are the different wants that they have. But 99% of people don't know what they need in order to achieve those wants, those goals of theirs, right? So typically a guy wants a six-pack, and he has some idea in his head what he needs in order to achieve the six-pack. He's going to start doing the typical abs crunches exercise, right? But he'll keep eating crap on a daily basis. And all the information about the importance of healthy nutrition is just going to wash over his head, just because he has the idea in his head that he knows what he needs. He wants six-pack ab. I have to do crunches in order to achieve that goal. This is it. And 99% of people find it very difficult to change their mindset, to become open-minded, to become open to new ideas and start thinking and analyzing. Basically, people are very lazy to analyze things, to do some logical reasoning and draw some conclusions. Most people have it all set in stone. They know what they need in order to achieve what they want, but for the most part, it's wrong. Their assumptions are wrong. Same goes with English fluency. People want to speak fluently, right? That much they know. They have realized that it's the speech that they want to improve. But do you know how many emails I get on a daily basis asking questions such as, Robbie, I want to improve my spoken English. Provide me some grammar rules or something. So it just goes to illustrate that even despite knowing what they want, people still have a completely wrong perception of what they need in order to achieve their wants, their goals, okay? And my basic observation that I've come to realize over the years is that it's pretty much impossible to change these assumptions that people have gotten into their heads. No offense, man, guys. But I know it for a fact that 99% of my blog visitors just don't get this simple basic idea. In order to speak, you don't have to focus on grammar rules. You don't have to be asking, Robbie, give me some grammar rules. You have to be just listening to what Robbie says in almost every video on his blog. Guys, it's all about opening your mouth and doing spoken English self-practice. Talk about what happened during the day. Talk about your future plans. Discuss anything. Read something. Read the passage in the book. Discuss it. Write something down even if you can't think of something to say. And then just retell that story over and over again. But by all means, practice your spoken English. Focus on that. Don't focus on things that don't actually work. Grammar rules, all that kind of bullshit. It doesn't work. But people hear the message, but it just washes all over their ears. It just doesn't register with them. Same goes with any aspect in our lives. Right? Money. Spoken English actually falls under the category of money, I think, because for the most part you want to improve your English in order to secure a better job, which will avail of more money coming into your account down the line, right? So what other goals in life could we pick? Speaking of relationships, right? You want to be happy, you want to be with someone. So you may have this idea in your head that you have to marry in order to do that. That you have to move in with someone. And you are always rushing the relationship. But if someone told you, listen, why do you always rush the relationship? You can just take it easy, enjoy the process. Just get to know the person, and maybe a few years down the line you realize it's not meant for you to be together. But if you are already married, it's going to be too late, right? Because of all the legal proceedings involved and everything. It's a whole different story to separate from someone if you're legally married. Okay? But nobody, and even if someone tries to explain you that, it just doesn't register with you because you've just gotten this idea in your mind that you know what you need in order to achieve your goal, to enjoy a happy relationship. You need to settle down. You need to move in with someone. You need to get married. And then everything is going to be fine and dandy, right? And then a few years down the line, you end up being a miserable person just because you rushed the whole thing and you didn't think about the future, what might turn out to be the case later on, okay? And obviously, For the most part, it's because of emotional reasons. In this case, you are just emotionally blinded because you're in love, and all those hormones and endorphins and whatnot are just blinding your rational mind. You can't make rational decisions anymore. And it's not really the case with the example of spoken English, right? It's not so much about emotions, but it's about what the whole thing associates with. Speaking English, the first thing that comes into your mind is learning English, traditional English studies. It's what you've been doing in the past, so it's basically about your past experience. It's pretty much impossible for the average Joe to think outside the box and start thinking, hold on, maybe I don't need the grammar studies because they haven't been working so far. I was finding myself in the same position all those years ago. I was the average Joe. I'm not claiming to be some superhuman now, right? And I'm not saying I'm not the average Joe anymore and I'm some professor or whatever. I'm never taking this moral high ground. I'm in all other aspects, I'm the same as you guys. All I'm saying is I was the average Joe in terms of not realizing why my spoken English wasn't improving. And I still couldn't see outside the box for years. And it's very hard. I'm not saying it's easy. I'm not blaming anyone for not being able to clearly see what is it that they truly need. I'm just stating the obvious. I'm merely stating the obvious. This is how life goes. This is how society works. 99% of people have their goals set, but they don't, and they have a very strict idea of what it is that they want in order to achieve those goals. But for the most part, that idea is totally wrong. It's off, and it's pretty impossible to change people's perceptions, change their assumptions. But thankfully, this is what I'm doing here on my blog on a daily basis. Every day I manage to convert some person into being the English harmony philosophy advocate, so to speak, right? Many people change their minds and they realize, yeah, in order to improve my spoken English, I actually have to speak. It's not the grammar. It's not listening or reading so much. It's all about speaking. That's pretty much the only thing I need. Do some speaking. Okay, so this is my main observation I wanted to share with you. Human psyche is a crazy thing. We all think we know what we need in order to achieve what we want. But more often than not, we're wrong about our assumptions and perceptions. And I'm not saying I'm ideal. I know for a fact that so many things I think I need in order to achieve something, they're wrong. I know it for a fact. It's just that we can't be analyzing all the aspects of our lives constantly. We can just focus on what's important. And for me, the most important things are running this blog and coaching my Fluency Star customers. Speaking of which, I actually have to rush off to do some preparation. So if you don't mind, I have to excuse myself, and thanks guys for watching this video. If you found it interesting, if you have something else to add onto it, please feel free to post it in the comment section below. So have a good day and take care. Bye bye.